All right, welcome to this video tutorial on Adobe Express Essentials, enhancing high school learning with creative tools. The purpose of this video tutorial is going to be to introduce Adobe Express, which is already integrated through ReadyHub, and it's integrated into Canvas. So here we go. All right, so let's get started. This is the template that I was originally given. So I went ahead and found the original template. And what I did first was I gave it a name. So say you found a template in Adobe Express and you want your students to use it. First of all, you would definitely give it a name. Make sure to save the file. Next thing, it's really easy. Just click the share button. Now I've already made a template, but you would click on make a template and then you would create a public template link. And then I hit publish link and it went ahead and it gave me this long link. So what you can see there over off to the side is I have a bit.ly, but it actually used an adobe.ly, and then there's a QR code. So if you would like to go ahead and scan that so that you can go ahead and get that template directly for you so you can follow it along. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, whenever you do it, this is what you will see. And your students is it'll be like, all right, what is this? And so the button you're going to hit is you'll hit remix. And when it does that, it's going to go ahead and either have you log into Adobe Express if you're not already logged in, or it's just going to go ahead, if you're already logged in, it's going to save it to your account. So how I know this is not the same as the original is it says untitled. So then you want to go ahead and give yours, or your students would go ahead and give it a good title. So I can just say Juereca Coffee. And from there, it's as easy to go ahead and start creating. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go over all the different features that you see in Adobe Express. First of all, it does look a little like Canvas, but same functionality. But again, this is highly endorsed by Garland ISD and deemed safe. So first of all, you can change the theme. So you can change whatever color you want. You could click through. You can click through just a few. All right, looks great. All right, next what you'll do, you can change the different objects. So any object you click on, and you can, if it's already like a shape, you can do different fills, lines, styles, fill, border. For your words, when you click on words, you can change the font, you can change the text size, whatever looks better. I mean, you can even adjust like this. You can change your outline color. You can flip them back and forth. Oh, that one looks pretty good. You can change anything about the font that you want to. You can change the position, the clarity there. Then you can go to effects. You could change if you want kind of like a shadow. Oh, that looks pretty good. It's kind of got like a thing there. Why not? Then animation I will come to last. Okay. So say you didn't want an, say, oh, I don't like pizza. Okay. You could delete pizza, right? Okay. You could delete those images and say, all right, I want to add something else. You could go to images, say, I like tacos. Put some tacos in there. All right. Favorite food, tacos. Again, you can adjust it on there. But again, you can add media. You can add your own text there. Kind of just got to get in and play with that. You can even add some charts and grids. The cool thing though is you can actually change, you can create an image right here. Let me see what I say. So you could do a generative image, and let's do portrait. So it looks like it'll fit there. I can literally describe what I want it to do. So I can say a high school chemistry teacher performing a lab demonstration. Excuse me. In the classroom. See what it gives me. Okay, and then I could change it. Say if I don't quite like that, I could even do filters, shadows, things like that. All right, cool. I didn't specify, I just said a chemistry teacher. So if I wanted it to be a woman, maybe I would say a woman. But that's really cool. So that really summarizes all of our features. But one thing I was taught is you can duplicate your page. And on your second page, you can do animation. So you can have different things flicker in. You can do that. Okay, you can edit your timeline. So say I want the love reading to come in second, I could do that. When she isn't teaching, okay, let's make it do typewriter, but I want it to go after the other one, and it gives you a little dot. So then I can just play it, but all right, from the beginning, play from the beginning, and I could just kind of see that. So the animation is really cool. You can have your students fly things in at different times and whatnot. So the animation really takes it up a notch. And then in addition to that, what students can do, you could add audio. So you could talk over it. You could record a voiceover. So from the very beginning, you could record a voiceover. All right. Counts down. All right, so what you see, my favorite subject is art. I love reading books, and I like biking when I am not teaching. So, and you could adjust the voiceover at the bottom. So, and obviously what you would want to do if it goes longer, you could expand that. So there's a lot of really, really, really cool features that you can do with Adobe Express, and I hope you try them out. The final thing that I want to show you, it's kind of 2-in-1. It's how do you share a template you found in Canvas, and then how will your students turn it in? I've got both sides of that. So first of all, in Canvas, I just created a practice module. And so what I did is I created an assignment in Canvas. When you go to edit that assignment, it's kind of like how you do other integrations. You will say under submission, you say external tool. And when you find it, Adobe Express is already there in Canvas, since again, this is promoted by Garland ISD and it's deemed a safe resource. So it kind of gets me all logged into Adobe. And then what it's going to do, it's going to kind of pull up my library. And then if I see, oh, look, there's my About Me template. So if I click that, I can attach that as a template already in Canvas for my students. And then, you can give all of whatever description, everything to your students, and then save it. So then when your students, when your students log in and they get this, it'll go ahead and open up the template link that I showed y'all earlier. All right, and the final thing is, so say your students grabbed a template, they're working on it, it logs them in, yay, they're ready to turn it in. Great news, all they have to do is click share and turn into Canvas, and it's done. I also have a recommendation. I would actually have them, in a way, if they click this button when they first open it, you will be able to see any edits they make and in real time. So you'll be like, all right, well, I see you're almost done. Is there any help you need, any assistance? Or you could wait until it's actually due. But if they make any changes after the fact, they do not need to return it in. It automatically will update, and then you will get to see it in Canvas when you go to your speed grader. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed and you learned some stuff and you're going to try Adobe Express in your classroom.